Hi, welcome to Sidewalks Entertainment. I'm your host, Lori Rosales. You may have seen him in shows like Too Large, Family by the Ton, and Dangerously Obese. He is a renowned bariatric surgeon based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Charles Procter will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. So don't change that channel because you don't want to miss out. You're watching Sidewalks Entertainment.
Welcome back to Sidewalks Entertainment. I'm Richard. Now, this is the first time this has happened. We did an interview with surgeon Dr. Charles Procter, the star of TLC's Dangerously Obese, and there was a technical problem with the video. That's right, technical problems. Basically, we have no video, only the audio. Now, we didn't want to lose the interview or make it an audio-only interview for our podcast. You know, we are a TV show first. So coming up, you'll be hearing the doctor talk with some screen captures over his face. Here's the actual interview with host Lori Rosales.
From the TLC series Dangerously Obese, I'd like to welcome renowned bariatric surgeon Dr. Charles Procter to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi, Dr. Procter. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Lori. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You have over 20 years experience in your craft with a long list of achievements. When you reflect back to the beginning of your career, when you went into medicine, what inspired your choice of specialty? What inspired you to become a surgeon and focus on helping patients with weight loss?
You know, I think the answer goes back to my father, who is also a surgeon, who has been fascinated and practiced bariatric surgery since he was in training years and years ago. In fact, when I came out of my own training, my plan was to become a trauma surgeon. And it was my father who called me up one day and said, listen, I get where you're going with this, but it's one of those things that it's difficult. It's a difficult lifestyle to maintain for a long time. And I really have a lot of respect for the trauma surgeons out there. He suggested that I come join him, that he and his partner would teach me how to do weight loss surgery, something I had not been exposed to as a resident, as a trainee. And once I saw what it was all about, saw not only the surgery, but the transformation that patients went through, I just became hooked.
So what caught your interest in sharing your work and knowledge with the world through the reality medical series, Dangerously Obese?
So our first series on reality TV was on TLC back in 2017, a television show called Family by the Ton, which later on we did 1,000-Pound Sisters, 1,000-Pound Best Friends, Too Large. And all of these were unique in their own way. What really kept me going, inspired me throughout these several different series that we were doing, was that every time a series would complete, I would see patients come in the door who said, listen, until I saw the show, I didn't think there was any hope. I didn't think anybody out there was able to help me. But I saw so-and-so in the show, and it reminded me so much of myself. Now I see it. And a lot of those patients then later on became characters or cast on subsequent television shows who then went on to help other people realize that there's hope out there. So this show, I think, is going to get more into the lives of these patients, the understanding the why behind they want to go through this transformation and what it did for them after the fact.
So when would you suggest surgery as opposed to a major change of diet or lifestyle?
Well, I would never suggest surgery in the absence of lifestyle change and exercise. These are some things that have to happen. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people see surgery as a quote-unquote easy way out, where we just operate on a patient, the clouds part, and everything is golden from then on, and nothing could be further from the truth. This requires work every single day after surgery for the rest of your life, but it's the only thing that we know of that will reset somebody's body to a different weight. Everybody out there has tried to lose weight before to varying degrees, and they'll notice that, well, I lost a little weight, but it seems to always come back. Well, that's everybody's story, because that's how the body works. Surgery is the only way we know to reset internally how much body fat a body thinks it should be carrying around. So once you're 100 pounds overweight, the reality is somebody losing 100 pounds and being able to maintain that through diet, exercise, lifestyle modifications is very, very low. So that's who we're here to help.
So I've seen some of the testimonials from patients and people who have gone through some of the work that you do, and how their lives have changed. I got teary-eyed with a couple of them. It's very touching. What's it like to see how your work positively changes, impacts, or inspires the lives of your patients and even some of the viewers?
You know, selfishly, it's what's gotten me out of bed every single day to go to the operating room and go to the office and meet new patients and walk with them through this journey. This is a contract that we have with our patients to say, listen, I'm going to take you on, we're going to go through this journey together, and even after we're done in the operating room, even after you've lost all the weight, we're going to continue to follow you for the rest of your life, because this is a lifelong disease that never completely goes away. And to be able to follow those patients for years and years and years and watch them achieve the hopes and dreams I always had. You know, I ran a marathon for the first time. I had a child for the first time. I rode an airplane and I did need a seatbelt extender for the first time. And be able to maintain that and see this lifestyle change forever, that's just unbelievably rewarding.
So at the end of the long day of work, when you have some free time to relax, what are some of your hobbies that you like to enjoy when you do have free time?
Well, I've got 3 boys. I'm married to a wonderful lady named Nirali, who's a pediatric dentist, and certainly she and I like to spend as much time as we can together. We have 2 boys that are in college right now at University of Georgia. We try to go over and visit as much as we can, and I have a junior in high school. So, you know, my favorite golf foursome is to take the 3 boys out and go play with them, and it becomes less and less of an opportunity nowadays with them growing up. So any opportunity I can get to do that, I thoroughly enjoy.
Beautiful, beautiful. So one last question before we wrap, and this is kind of just a fun question for your fans. As a surgeon, of all the fictional medical TV series that you know of or that you've watched, which would be your show of choice?
Oh my gosh, great question. You know, I really like Noah Wiley's new show, The Pit. I think that's fantastic. It sort of shows his character back, what we all knew from ER, and him having become an attending, although the 2 shows are, you know, really not supposed to be related. But I really think he's done a great job, and I think they've addressed some real issues on that show and without too much dramatization. So I think that would be my favorite one right now.
Nice, nice. Well, Dr. Procter, it really was so lovely speaking with you today. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed it.
Everyone, you can watch more of Dr. Charles Procter in the reality series Dangerously Obese on TLC.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.